Over the past few weeks, we've been putting a brand new thermal through its paces. We've been working long nights, cold nights, rainy nights, foggy nights, and we've been shooting plenty of foxes, rabbits with it. We've been testing it on our new 300 Blackout Taipan Evo. Nice, beautiful straight pull and pump action 30 cal. And honestly, this scope has been an absolute doozer. It has been. The 50mm objective lens, the LRF, ballistic calculation, all of the above has been doing its perfect work over the last couple of weeks. Calculating plenty of long shots. I think we got a 126 metre shot on a rabbit with the air rifle, which proves that its LRF and ballistic calculation is all up to date, working as best as it can. Show you a couple clips of the scope, and we'll get into a little review. I believe that the footage always says a bit more. You know, it's always about the field work, how the scope performs, and what it's capable of, that I really believe in. But yeah, anyway, we'll run over some of the facts, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Overall, guys, this scope has been an absolute beautiful scope to play with. We haven't had any dramas over the last couple of weeks, which has been fantastic. Now, into the facts about the scope. So we've got a 640 sensor, makes a nice clear image. We've got a sub 18 net D, so it's been really good in low light, shitty conditions like fog, rain, everything. We were shooting in a 97% humidity night, and it was absolutely fantastic. The picture we were still getting out of this scope was fantastic. It was more than usable detection. Just keep going and keep shooting. So overall, with that, we are really happy with it. The ballistic calculation has been operating fantastic. We've been shooting hares out to 250 metres with it, foxes close range, and yeah, as I said before, the air rifle was smoking rabbits in the head at like 125 metres, which I'll put in a few clips. And yeah, that is proof in the pudding for me right there, that you've got a nice accurate scope. It's able to perfectly identify ranges, and the identification is perfect as well. Now the battery life has been fantastic. We actually run this unit for over 9 hours the other night, so that is including the internal battery that was charged and the external battery, which we've been using an aftermarket or different brand battery, and it has been working fantastic. We've been putting in some long nights lately, so it definitely makes a difference when you have a scope that is effective with battery usage, especially when you're doing those long nights. The last thing you want to do is run out of battery before you take a shot. Now, the 50mm f1.0 lens. This here proves that, having those lenses, that does make a big difference to your picture quality, especially in bad weather. It makes it definitely a peak performance scope. Better heat separation at a distance, and so you can really tell you can really identify what is downrange, which is very important, especially working around cattle, sheep, all that stuff, especially horses. And I did a shoot around a whole heap of alpacas. Actually, no, sorry, they are llamas, proper llamas. So that's down where we shoot most of our rabbits, and I'll be putting that footage in after the review, so you can really get a good view for this scope. So especially in fog, rain, humidity and cold nights, that lens really does shine. Onto the laser rangefinder. So this here is in the unit. It is built in up top, as you can see right there. Now the only thing I've found with this, this has got a very good water resistance. I believe it's IP67. I'll have to fact check that, make sure. But in saying that, it's a very accurate laser rangefinder. It goes out to 1200 meters. So that is a big yes for me. You know, you never know how far away you got to take some shots. You know, whether you're shooting deer, foxes with a high caliber, you know, anything like that, you want to have confidence behind that shot. The only thing I don't necessarily like about it is the fact I was shooting in a lot of rain recently on a rabbit job, and the laser rangefinder up top does definitely capture a lot of water. And instead of being inbuilt into the lens like a Ace series, you know, you're still going to get water on your lens, that's a given, but you definitely do get a little bit more on top of the scope where the LRF is, and that can maybe make a few issues with you know, getting a proper result or actually scanning your target when you're about to shoot, but you can always work around it. I'd rather be in bed 100% than shooting out the rain, but anyway, someone's got to do it. But that laser rangefinder and the ballistic calculation in this scope is fantastic. The shots we've been doing, you know, there's no second guessing. Push the button, zoom in as much as you want, and send your bullet downrange. And you'll soon know if it's you, because the scope is fantastic, and I don't believe it's going to make any errors like that anytime soon. Onto the button layout, guys. So for me, it is very important to have nice, big, easy to use menu buttons. Especially in the middle of a cold paddock at night, you don't want to be fumbling around buttons trying to figure out what does what on the night. So this one here is very basic. Up here, you've got your menu button, which you hold down to go into your zero menus, reticle, ballistic, put all that data in. And you've also got your twisting knob here that goes through the menus. In the side here, you have the 18650 external battery. Oops, that's good for it. Yeah, so your 18650 battery goes in there like so. Give me 2 seconds. Rightio, so our buttons, they have nice big blocky buttons, nice easy to push. You can definitely tell when they're engaging, which is handy to know out in the paddocks when it's cold and your fingertips don't work. So we've got a power button here, which you can put standby and turn it on and off, obviously. Standby is very helpful for those long nights. Over this side we have our laser rangefinder button, so a few different menu buttons and a few different menu things you can do with that. How long the LRF and all that stays there for after you've scanned it. And then on this side here we've got our picture button and our video button. Both are fantastic. They've both got these little kind of edges here, and you can tell exactly what they are when you're out in the field. And those little ribs on there are perfect for the cold nights, because I know for a fact when my hands are cold they usually don't feel much. Overall, guys, I am absolutely stoked with this scope. It is just a beautiful piece of work. Functionality, image, sharpness, button layouts, lens, LRF, ballistic calculation, it is all there for a perfect scope. And from what we have seen the last couple of weeks, it is a perfect scope, 100%. No dramas whatsoever. We've tested ballistics, we've tested different ways of zeroing, everything. Zero images are clear. 97% humidity, clear for a humid night. And yeah, no, this thing here is going to impact the market 100%. So the boys and girls at Nocpix have done a fantastic job of this, and I'd like to thank them for sending me this one out to put it on my 300 Blackout Taipan Evo, and also been using it on my FX Impact M4. But nonetheless, we're going to show you the proof in the pudding. We're going to show you all the videos we have got shooting foxes, rabbits, hares, all our different ranges, making sure you guys know that this perfect scope does exactly what it's meant to do. Anyway guys, in saying that, we're going to show you the videos and hopefully enjoy them. If you've got any questions whatsoever about the scope, and if you do have any troubles in the future, make sure you reach out to Nocpix or myself. We can always give you a few tips. Nocpix will definitely help you out. They're fantastic to deal with, so we'll show you some wicked videos. Hope you guys enjoyed that footage. I know I very much enjoyed getting it for you, so be keen to see what the boys and girls at Nocpix bring out in the near future. I bet they've got some pretty cool stuff. But anyway, I'm off, and if you're in the market for a thermal, definitely hold off, because these ones will be hitting the market very, very shortly. And it is definitely up there with my top recommendations. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the meantime.